All right, here we go. We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And if you're watching this back on replay, thank you so much. Welcome to another edition of RJ's Lives. And we've got all kinds of people in the chat. I see, Radar is here, Pepper Dingo, James Alton is here, Ryan, RDS Wood Turning, Mo is here, James Alton, I think I said him already, Stacy's here. Who else is in here?
Got Philip.
Addicted to Blades, Kirby Creek. Let's see. Yep, Jonathan from Pens and Pen Blades. And Angelo, of course, Addicted to Blades 2 is here also. So hello, guys. Good morning. Or good afternoon. Hey, Joseph, I see you're here. And Aaron from 865 Knives, he's here. Right on. Gonna put out a muskrat video this week. If I ever get it all done, I'll have something for the Muskrat Mafia, something for you guys to drool over. That's for sure. And of course, and Gary's here. Nice. A-Dub's here. Cool. All right. Thanks, Aaron. He said he can't stay long. He just wanted to holler at us. Awesome. And of course, we have Tom from Knife Delights, Andrew from Baxter's Blades, and Harold from HT's EDC to start off with. We'll see who all shows up. I've had several people say that they're going to threaten to show up today, so we'll see if they do or not. Hey, Jeff Jackson is here, and Jason Beecher. Welcome, guys. So if you saw my video this on Friday, I said that this show is kind of going to go on a little hiatus. We've been doing this now for just about 2 years or so, and it's something that I still enjoy, the live show, but doing it every single week is starting to get to be kind of a grind, and I want to have some time for other things as well, because time off is getting to be a hard to get commodity, especially because things have changed at work, and plus, I need to realign some of my priorities, and this kind of was one of those things that as a place marker, every week to do, it kind of got to be in the way. So we're going to change up things. The show's not going to be every week. Sometimes, Tom and I are talking about doing a pre-recorded deal. We may do that. Maybe I'll have a video on Sunday. Maybe I'll not have anything here on Sunday. It just kind of depends. We're just going to go with the flow with it. But I just wanted everybody to know how much I appreciate all of your support and all of the time that you guys have invested in the show and put in with me. Because time is the one thing that we do have that we can't get back. So, the fact that you chose to spend time with us, we're all really honored with that. So thank you guys for doing that, because you could do anything in the world, but you decided to spend it here with us. And so thank you. Thank you for that. Got some mail call stuff that I want to take care of first. So I'm going to go ahead and go full screen with that. I got this knife. I should have showed this last week when Jonathan was on, but Jonathan from Pens and Pen Blades sent me this case Dale Earnhardt collectible. So I thought that this was a very cool knife, and I very much appreciate it. And that definitely goes into the racing collection. And I got a really super nice thank you card from Ryan at RH Blade and Shade. So definitely go check him out. He sent me some awesome stickers. I'll have some stickers coming back your way. And also included in that was this really neat laminated case tang stamp guide. So I really appreciate that, because I think everybody knows how I feel about case knives and everything. So I'll get those out of the way. And then when we had the fundraiser for Tom, Mo from Kirby Creek had a drawing for what he called his double dudes, and I won that, and it's actually really super neat. So here you go. Here's the double dudes. So I thought that was really awesome. Mo is a true artist at that, and one of the things that's cool is that he does tell you, he signs his work and tells you what he used to carve the little dudes with. This was with a Baron's son, Barlow. So I'm really thankful to have this, and like he said, I if I ever run out of co-hosts, I have a couple of emergency co-hosts. So, and sometimes they may even be better than my regular co-hosts. I don't know, you guys.
Oh, that's really cool.
You be the judge.
I think that's the Barlow, the Baron's son Barlow. I gifted him.
Oh, nice.
There was
that makes
I was trying to find a knife to gift him, and I don't think he had that one. So it was really cool to actually find a knife he didn't have that I could gift him.
I just remembered I need to go wash my hair, so we'll see.
Well, that won't take long, Tom. We'll see you in a second.
Maybe I should say go wash my hair. As in
one. Yeah.
One.
Well, it makes getting ready for work a lot easier.
It does.
You don't have to worry about buying product for your hair either. So that makes it
that's right.
Even less expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, to follow that all up, Tom, you got something international that you want to show off?
Well, I do.
Oh, I see a comment of where's Kaylin and where's Terry and stuff. Terry is not going to be with us today. He had something else he had to take care of. Kaylin is going to be late today, so he had something to do with his kids, and so he's told me he's going to come in a little bit later. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Dave, I see Dave the Singing Toad is here. Nice. So, all right, Tom, go ahead and take it away.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
First off, I just want to echo everything that RJ just said, except about the co-host, because he has the finest co-host in the world. But
it's true.
Other than that, it's been a pleasure here. It's been a pleasure here. And thanks everyone for joining us on Sundays. It means a lot to us, and we do have a lot of fun with it. Okay. Something I bought at a pawn shop when I was a kid is this here bayonet. And was made by Kiffe, Kiffe in Japan. And it is missing the spacer here. But it is, the scabbard says US M8A1 on it. And I've heard a couple different stories on this knife, or this bayonet. Kiffe was like an importer, and so some of these were just like meant to be replicas, but at some point they might have actually had a contract supplying some of these to the U.S. Army. I'm not quite sure. But yeah. So my number one knife of the world is this here bayonet from Kiffe.
Nice. I didn't know you were just going to show one, but that's okay.
Just one at a time.
Just one at a time.
I'm going to pace myself.
Right on. You ready, Harold?
We're going to do international.
Yeah,
this round?
and I was really loose with international, meaning all countries of the world, including the U.S. So, yeah, because the U.S. is part of the international community. So,
all right, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, right on.
This is a Macaron, Italy. So we are representing Italy on this one. This is a little, I would call it a modern lockback. It has a thumb stud, and we'll get this thing open. Has desert ironwood on the covers. Has a little integrated lanyard hole here on the back. And it's got a pretty little interesting kind of almost upswept drop point blade on this guy. And 440C is the blade steel on this one. But just a cool little small folder. It is a liner lock right here to depress it. So it is a locking knife with a thumb stud, but no pocket clip. So it absolutely could be carried in a slip or what have you. So kind of a hybrid here. No pocket clip, but they did put a thumb stud on it and a locking mechanism, a liner lock. So interesting little guy here. But this is from Masserin, and that is part of the MKM group over in Maniago, Italy.
Right.
That has Viper, that has Lion Steel, Fox Knives, Masserin. They're all kind of out of that Maniago, Italy knife makers guild over there. But we'll start with this one. Represent Italy. Pretty cool little piece. And
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Move on.
I was just going to say, it's kind of interesting how they have all those knife companies in that one spot. That's kind of like little knife making town or region there.
Yep, it's definitely a little knife making mecca, like your Zollingens. There's several of them. Sheffield, England, Zollingen, Germany, and Maniago, Italy. It's definitely a knife maker's hotbed over there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, Andrew, I was glad that you could join us today.
Thank you for having me on. I'm glad I could make it, especially your last show for a while.
Yeah. It's just always a pleasure to have you on. I always enjoy talking to you. I enjoy my time at the lion at the tiger pit there.
Yeah,
I think about just making you a tiger pit, sound bite that you can throw into your.
Yeah, if I can figure out how to edit, I've thought about it a few times. It's hard to find a good tiger roar though that I like.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is another beautiful day in paradise up here, and I would be out riding my motorcycle, but I rode yesterday and it was really hot, so I sweated it all out, and so yeah, I'm very glad I could be here today.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm glad you're here too. Yeah, Gary, the Last Ranger, says he imagines all the Chinese companies come out of one factory too. I don't know, maybe one region, but I don't know if they're all in the same factory. That'd be a little much, I think, but for as much as they produce, anyways. Andrew, did you want to?
Yeah, I pulled a few out here from around the world, and even though Case does source some of their materials from around the world, I will refrain from showing any Case today. Maybe just one. But let's start off with one of Mikey's favorite Baldy blade, an Arthur Wright & Son Barlow. This is an ebony. I figured I'd start with my Arthur Wright & Sons. I have quite a few. I'll just show a couple. I really wanted to just get this one in rosewood, but they were sold out. The ebony is a nice dark ebony. I love the clip point blade on these. I love the pull. I love the size. I like a good, authentic English-made Barlow for sure. The first one I got was, so it's similar, but this was the backspring file work and the spine file work was done by Ashley there at Arthur Wright & Son. And I think Ashley has gone on to do Twisted Assist, if I'm correct. I still have yet to pick one up because they only make so many of them, and all those cool cats over there keep buying them out. But this is a Stag. I was really happy to get a hold of this one by mistake. James and Company was out of what I wanted and was nice enough to send this to me for no upcharge. But I'm a really big fan of clip point blades. I like Trappers, Barlows, butt clip points. Drop point is a good usable blade, but this gives me the fizz. And sure that the bolster's not quite as long as an American Barlow or some other Barlows, but to me this is, a true authentic Barlow. So there's two from Sheffield, England.
Very good. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because on Barlows, they, some of them do have the larger bolster and then some don't. And so it's kind of a, I don't know. I guess in the old days it was for strength, but nowadays it's for decoration. someplace to put some engraving. I'm gonna show a bunch of Barlows right now since I can. Well, actually, not so many Barlows, but of course, the Taylor Eyewitness. That one had to definitely be there. But this is still got one of the strongest pulls of any of the knives I have. But I just love that clip point blade. I mean, it just looks so awesome, and just what a great feeling knife in hand. It's just, I don't know, nothing beats a good English Barlow, right? But of course, I had to show the little case because I don't really show it that much. And it's got a really cool little clip point on it as well. And I think quite a usable pen blade or secondary. Of course, this is my only case Barlow. I got to rectify that. And maybe I will. But one of the Barlows that's not a Barlow is my little Brinks lockback. And if you guys look on there, it was made by Barlow, and it says it right on there. And of course, this is the one that's from British Hong Kong. So a Barlow that's not a Barlow. But then another knife that's interesting is the one that Knife Detector. If you saw that, I got to meet Knife Detector this week, which was absolutely awesome. And he gifted me this case knife, but it is the same size basically as the 09 Barlow. So I'm thinking that these are made on maybe the same frame. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to research that. But of course, it looks maybe the Barlow's a little bit longer. I don't know. I'll have to measure it. But it's kind of an illusion with the longer bolster and no cap, and this one has a shorter bolster and a cap. But it's definitely a very cool knife, and I thought that the clip point on it was very nice. So definitely an older used knife. This was from the 1970s. So very similar. I'll have a long form video going over the history of the pattern and stuff, and of course we'll do a actual measured I guess comparison with the Barlow. So there we go. That's it for that. You're muted, Tom. So
Well, I'm sorry. I was sitting here trying to get an edge on this nice electrician's knife here.
yeah, do you
Nice
have a story
Camillus.
about that?
No, I do have a little bit of a story about this Camillus. I just put up a restoration video on this morning. I'll go to Knife Delights after the show, watch this video, and you can find out embedded in the video are some instructions on how you can win this electrician's knife. Yep, I cleaned it all up so that I could use it as a giveaway, and we're trying to get Jesse McJames to 500 subscribers. So, but go over to Knife Delights and check out my video on this after the show.
Okay.
This knife was in pretty rough shape. It was pretty well rusted and rusted shut, and I got
everything
it
else.
again. Yeah. So, okay, we're going to stay with the over in Asia, and this is a bolo. from the Philippines. This is one of the many varieties. This one happens to have buffalo horn handle to it. And you would see the guys wearing these all the time. They'd use them out in the rice paddies. And they would also usually have one very similar to this or this style. They see them shinny up a coconut tree and cut the coconuts down, and then they'd use this to split open a coconut. I believe that these this knife, and I got one more to show next round. I believe these are made out of old leaf springs. They are carbon steel blades, but they are thick, they are heavy, and it's a proven design. They've been using it for hundreds of years. So they're all pretty much, I believe, all handmade. Filipino bolo.
Right on. And now joining us for the first time ever, Yolando.
Yolando!
Howdy, boys.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Nice shades.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tell us about what you got going on here.
Yeah, well, this was a gift given from TK, as he's from Texas. So he told me this is the attire that all men wear on the 4th of July. There, so.
Oh, is that right? Well,
Yeah, I
not
thought
right
I dressed the
parts,
part,
but,
you know.
I thought it would be from Tony's Ponies.
Oh, yeah.
all
This
right,
is staying
then.
on, by the way. I hope Miss Tammy makes an appearance.
Well, she might.
Yeah.
it could happen.
We never know, do we?
No.
No. So Yolando, do you have your own channel now and all that?
Oh
good stuff?
no.
You're
I'm,
still.
I'm much too lazy to start my own channel. I'm not going to sit there and reply to 300 comments over and over again, asking me to send, certain type of pictures.
No, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I get. Well, when you wear a hat like
Mrs.
that,
C, basically, over
just
and over
comes
again.
with the territory. Oh
Yep.
boy.
Do you want me to show a knife?
Well, actually, we'll go ahead and stay in our rotation.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and have Harold up next, and then we'll go on from there.
Okay.
And thank you for
All right.
joining the last live for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably get you cancelled anyway. So.
No, that's yeah. I can feel it. This video will be demonetized any time now. All right, HT.
All right, keeping on the theme of international, this is one, RJ, that you actually turned me on to. So I have to give you the props for that. This is the squirrel knife, as it's referred to. And this is from France, from the same people that bring us the Duke. If you guys are familiar with that knife, it is the same folks that bring us this one. And it has a big, long French name, Le Curial. That was my best, RJ. RJ, I'm sure I butchered that.
I'm not French,
But,
so don't look to me.
Le Couril.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
What
That's
is it?
That's a great knife, that one. That's a great knife.
Carbon steel, yeah, a little carbon steel. They call it, and if you guys could see on here, the handle, they got a little squirrel, and he's perched up on his limb. And that is the squirrel knife is what everybody calls this. And this is from France. It's very rudimentary, just kind of some folded over metal, carbon steel, but just a great, actually has a half stop. Nice, real nice snap on these. Half stop right there. But yeah, good, just little fifth pocket dropper. It's pretty small, about just a little over 3 inches when it's closed, maybe 3 1/4. But yeah, This is from France, and we're just going to call it the squirrel knife, and pretty neat.
Yeah, I'll have to measure. I got mine. I wasn't sure if you were going to show yours, but
It's a 9 centimeter handle
you think it's 3 inches closed?
on
Let me
the
check that.
smaller size. Yeah, 9 centimeters. So that's about
Yeah, I was thinking that.
3.5 inches
Okay.
on the
Let's see.
smaller size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 3/8. So
Okay.
below. Yeah, so about the size of a Barlow, really.
Well, thank you, JB. JB gifted a RJ's regiment membership to somebody. Do you know who got that, Tom? Did you see that in the comments? Who got that gift?
Mike Adams.
Mike Adams.
Right on. Well, hey, Mike, send me an email and I'll send you some RJ's knives stickers. That'll be awesome. And I will be.
I just want to compliment Andrew on his fantastic hat.
Oh,
I have to say, it really suits you, Andrew.
Well, I was gonna show some knives from Southeast Asia, so I figured I'd put on this hat.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you need to go with the entire theme, then by all means.
I've actually had this hat since, I was 22 years old. Used to wear it on the sailboat all the time. Good
Nice.
sunshade, gardening hat.
Yeah.
Held up this long. I do have some more Arthur Wrights and some Bokers to show, but one of my favorite of all time manufacturers from China, I think the manufacturer that makes the best slip joint besides Rosecraft would be Kershaw. They make some really fantastic slip joints. This is the Culpeper and Redbone and D2. My traveling knife just came back. JB just had it last. And they do not have half stops, but still the quality you get, this one's about $25. Redbone, polished back springs, D2 steel, centered blade. Very nice. Not quite the pull as Rosecraft, but these are, half the price. I had to pick up all three. Of course, I have the Brandywine. And this has 0 gaps in the back, perfectly centered blades, bone handles, and D2. I think this was $18. I'm not even it's kind of based off of an 18 pattern by Case. It's a very good quality. And then I did want to try out their Gadsden, their mini trapper. And this is a really nice mini trapper. Say the fit and finish is probably better than most of my Case mini trappers, but it does not have half stops. And it is much thicker than a Case mini trapper. So it's a little bit of chunk in your pocket, but a nice swell to the bone there. Just beautiful, kind of a rose, kind of deep red cranberry. And this one has really exceptional pull and nice snap. And I do applaud them on their very unique spay blade, or also known as possibly a scalpel blade. It does have a nice shape.
Yeah, I like that. On the Brandywine, I like how they did the shape of the spay on that one also. It's got a lot of belly and it's a really nice blade.
Yeah, that one's very unique for sure.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It's got a nice downward cant.
Yeah, for sure.
But Rough Rider makes some fantastic knives from China, but Rosecraft is definitely killing it. They're making some really nice stuff, but Kershaw is kind of overlooked. They don't make that many. These patterns have been out for a while in the G10 and 7CR. You can get them with copper bolsters and kind of an amber brown bone also, but this red bone in D2 is absolutely fantastic. Great find for under $20 for these smaller ones and $25 for the Culpeper.
Yeah, nice. Yes, Dave. Things, if you step away for a minute and come back, you just never know what you're gonna run into. So you're just gonna have to
A pink cowboy, probably.
you're just that's why you have to stay glued and stay watching that screen. All right.
Oh, I'm trying to think of what I want to show now.
Okay.
I've got something. I've got 3 knives from the same maker. If you want to see that.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to show. Here we go.
So this is a knife by Jean-Paul Tisser. So it's from France. He's like it's handmade basically by him, and it's got horn handles on both sides, and it's a Warncliffe, and it's styled like what they would call a Capucin handle. So it's based on a Capuchin monk. So it's supposed to look like a hooded monk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And he won the Meilleur Oeuvre de France, which is the highest honor somebody making things by hand can get. So a handmade craftsman can get in France. It's a really big deal over there. And this is the pour femme, so it just means ladies model basically. And it's the one of the few he makes that are UK legal to carry. So it's got like a 3-inch blade length.
Nice.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's 14C28N, and it's a really nice knife. Yeah, and it's not that expensive. So it's about the price of a case, well, very close. It's about $120 for that knife. That's handmade by him. So that's the price that he charges for the lower end models he makes. But he makes like Laguioles that are costing tens of thousands of pounds and that sort of thing as well. So this is another knife by him. This is the Harpoon or Harpon. The Cucabolo is not coming off very well here because I've got like 4 light torches in front of me right now. Like I'm in front of one of those mirrors before I go on stage. Yeah. So it's just, they're all 14C28, but he does do knives in RWL34 as well. So it's a powdered steel. And then we've got the Espadon, which means sword in, and this is an ash handle.
Wow.
So it's quarter cut. So they do it sometimes on guitar necks where they quarter cut the neck. It makes the wood more stable. Yeah. And these were all similar price, but he makes them in a myriad of handle materials. You can get G10 and wood, horn, anything. Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, let me go down here. We got,
Indiana Tom.
let me see if I can get, yep, there it goes. Okay.
Alondo, that first one was that like an ox horn?
Yeah, it's the tip of the horn. It's right at the tip of the horn. That's why it's got so much different color.
Kaylin, is that you? I don't recognize you with your beard trimmed down.
Yeah, it's
looking good.
It's on, yeah, blonde horn that one. Yeah, Kaylin does look good. He's got really pretty eyes.
Always.
Okay, I just had an emergency email come in from Jonathan at Pens and Pen Blades, and he would like to do a giveaway on today's show. So he wants to give away a yellow-handled Rough Rider large stockman with carbon steel. So we'll do that here.
All right.
Just a little bit. We'll see if we can figure out how to do this real quick. I'm sure we can handle that. But we are going to do a giveaway. So we'll give everybody. We'll probably wait. You know, we're only 35 minutes in. Let's give it maybe about at the 45-minute mark or so. let a few more people trickle in, and we'll do that giveaway. Thank you very much, Jonathan. That's very generous of you. So we will definitely do a giveaway today. All right, Kaylin, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Well, good.
Had enough of the movie theaters.
I'll bet you it was busy, especially if you're. I imagine you went to go see that new Pixar film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, we're the Magnificent Six. So
yeah, we are. Now,
One moment,
Caitlin, according to Alondo here, he said that hat and kerchief that he had and the glasses were provided to him by Thrifty Kniffy, and that's what most Texans wear on the 4th of July. You're in Texas. Can you confirm or deny that? Or maybe just not, that doesn't happen in your part of the woods. I don't know.
I haven't seen it, but up there where Thrifty lives, there's no telling. There's no
oh
telling.
no,
Yeah.
did he trick me?
There's,
No, he didn't trick me, did he?
I don't know. Maybe that's their thing. I don't know. It's a possibility.
I think I still look good in it anyway. So.
Ravishing, though. Ravishing.
Texas is a very big state, so there could be different things going on in different.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw anything like that down in San Antonio, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to know what sort of clubs he goes to.
I didn't see it down in down in the Corpus Christi area either. I never saw that.
there you go. All right. Yeah, Kaylin didn't know he was coming onto a show with the Village People. Yep.
Got to be prepared for anything on this.
I'm telling you, this show can go off the rails in a second.
Just don't ask me to stand up.
No, we're not. Because like I've told Andrew many times, pants are optional, but sitting is mandatory.
Oh, I've got a pair of chaps, but nothing underneath,
Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Like I said.
A pair of chaps, that's two friends in England, isn't it?
I think you're right.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So some people have said that Christian Bale is researching a role as a knife collector. Is that what's going on, Alondo? Is that? Are you really Christian Bale in disguise?
I wish I had his money.
Oh. All righty. Kaylin, are you ready to show us something?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can start off with something here.
All right. I thought I'd let you get settled in there.
Whereabouts are we?
We're at the part where you show us a knife.
What are we showing?
A knife that was made somewhere in the world, anywhere. There you go. That's a nice one.
This is a 1990 SAG Case Classic 91 pattern. Cigar Whittler. It was a recent acquired for me.
Wow.
That is
Very
nice.
It's your standard 91 pattern. Coping blade with a pin blade, and then a beautiful spear point. At least on these Case Classics. How about the popcorn on the back?
It's my birthday soon, Caleb.
That's nice.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Well,
You know what to send me.
happy early birthday. Well wishes. Well wishes. Yep, 1990. It's got all of the old Tang stampings that you would see on all of the older Case knives. That was the deal with these Case Classics. Basically paying homage to the old companies and the old Tang stamps. And this one has Case Brothers tested XX, and it also has tested XX there in big letters on the back, or numbers and letters. 53091.
That is really cool.
pretty skinny though for some. It's not your fat stag.
El Cap Addict is asking, what do they call the shape of that shield on that case? Do you know if it had a specific
I've always
name?
just called it the hot dog, but
Yeah, that's what I've always called it too. I think it does have a specific name. I'd have to look it up, but it's kind of like a bar and shield, or you
yeah,
know, a lot of people call it a hot dog pattern.
pig in a blanket, if you will.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'll leave it there for now.
Okay. Very good. So then let's see here. I thought it would show some knives that I don't always show that often, you know. But one of the really nice ones. This is that Watchman knife, and this is just your typical sailor's knife, but it has a really nice sheep's foot blade on it. Really nice single blade, you know. But it has the Watchman logo on there, and part of the Watchman company is the Brother knives. So here is this little Brother, and it also has the little kind of a mix between a spear point and a Warncliffe type blade, but it has a nice sharpening choil on there. I don't know if you can see that, but you know, these are just fantastic little knives, and they're not that expensive, you know. So they are a really good good knife to have. This one you just have to be careful of. I'll show you. You have to keep your fingers clear if you're closing it this way, because that will go past the half stop. And people have said that they've gotten snapped by this one. So you're going to have to definitely.
Let's not give that one to Randy's WSG.
Yeah, exactly. So this one you definitely have to be careful of if you ever decide to carry one. I know some people that they bought it, and after they saw that, they were like, I'm not even going to carry that. So,
Keelan's showing me up here.
yeah, he is. Wow. I
He
feel like
looks
I'm
good in shades.
the only one not in a costume by the end of this.
I'm just concerned why Tom's gone off screen. We all know why, and I'm just concerned which character is going to come out, which personality is going to come out.
Somebody's making an entrance, that's for sure. All right, well, we'll forget about Tom for the time being. What about you, Harold?
Let's do this little guy. This is a Kershaw 3000, and this is a little Japanese lockback, and it's also called the NWO. And there's a story to that, a person's name, and there's a backstory to that I have heard at one time and lost. I've slept since then, so I don't know what the NWO. I know it's the person's initials, but anyway, it's the Kershaw 3000, and it's got a kind of cool little lock, kind of a hidden lock right here. If you can see right here, we have a couple little hash marks here on the for the rear of the knife, and you just simply push down on that, and that's what breaks the lock. And it is a good little 3 1/4 inch close little lockback, and this is a Japanese made Kershaw. Pretty cool. And it's these covers on here are like a rubber, maybe a Kraton or whatever, but it's for all intents and purposes, it's really grippy, and rubber. I'm gonna call them just rubber covers, and neat little pocket dropper, lock back, nice and solid, locks up good and tight. But that is the Kershaw 3000 from Japan. And I will let someone else roll with it.
With that name, the Kershaw 3000, it sounds like it's, you know, one of those late night TV commercials or something. You know, buy the Kershaw 3000. You know, it's the knife that will slice, dice, and cut julienne fries.
Only 3 payments of $19.95.
That's right. But you know,
That's right.
now we'll knock one payment off.
But wait, there's more.
Operators are standing by. Let's see here. We all got to get some headwear, according to Jesse. Oh my goodness.
Hello, monkeys. How are you?
Oh my.
Hello, Miss Tammy.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing better now. I'll tell you that much.
JR, I hear this is our last Sunday afternoon.
That is true.
That is true. Well, we will just miss you.
I'm sure you will.
I bet you will. I hear you all have a new guy on your show.
Yes, we do. We have Alondo from across the shuck.
Alonzo, and he's from where?
Across the shuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What
really.
does he look like?
Well, can't you see him there on the screen?
A polished turd.
No, there's no sweet showing me all you hunk.
I swear, Tom's acting's getting better and better.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm struggling to understand this myself. That's why I can't respond. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, I have to go, but I sure wish you could see the short skirt I have on. Toodles.
Wow, I'll tell you.
There's nothing I find more attractive in a woman than one with a beard. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that Miss Tammy gets to me every time. It's just one of those really crazy things. I mean, I just love seeing Miss Tammy.
Bravo, Tom. Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Did you
was
swallow
actually
helium beforehand?
If you didn't figure it out, that was actually Mrs. KD.
Oh.
I
She
thought
wanted
you
to make
painted
an
your
appearance.
nails.
What?
I thought you painted your nails.
No,
Oh,
no,
Good
she
shit,
said, "Can I
Tom.
do Miss Tammy today?" I said, "Sure."
I'm glad somebody did.
oh
Yeah.
man, made me break character.
I've got a pitch 10 to my trousers now.
Okay, I'm back now. All right, I'm
Oh,
back.
we had another membership gifted.
Oh, nice. Who got that
Big
one?
Red EDC gifted a membership to Mike Adams.
Oh, that's the same one that was earlier.
Oh, my thing didn't go down.
Yep, there you go.
My chats aren't updating.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. All right. Are we ready to go back to Southeast Asia there, Andrew?
No, we're going to switch to the European theater.
Oh, nice.
All right. Boltaco hat on. Boltaco was a Spanish manufacturer of dirt bikes back in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
It came from Montesa. They no longer make them, but they were kind of a racer's choice because they came race ready. So let's show a couple of European knives. I don't have a Spanish one, but let's show the Mercury. It's kind of a camp knife, kind of a Swiss Army knife, an olive wood, Italian. So very, very Swiss Army knife-like, but you do have a nice little pickle fork or a little fork for whatever you'd like to use it for. A little cap lifter and mini screwdriver. So very Swiss Army knife. A nice can opener. You do not get tweezers, a toothpick, but you do get a wine bottle opener. I thought this was a cool one. They actually do have them in Stag for about $50, but this was a $20 Italian-made olive wood. And I do have Swiss Army knives, but I thought this would be kind of a good one. I like the big bird's eye in them. Now, there's always a big debate about whether this Boker tree brand trapper is actually made in Germany. I think the parts are from China, and it's assembled in Germany. But there's a debate on that. It does say Germany on the shield. Doesn't say China anywhere. Let's see if you can see the tree brand there. This is the brown bone. It kind of does have an orange peach look to it. Really nice, well put together trapper. The only thing that bothers me is that nail nick it's not deep enough, so it's a little tricky to open it. But it's not a true Soligen Boker for sure, but still a decent quality knife.
Very cool.
I think Mercury do those in M390 as well, the blade steel on those Susami knife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do the blade steel in M390 as well.
Well, that's a pretty good steel.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jesse McJames was asking, and Pens and Pen Blades had it right. He was asking, why is this the last show? And it's not the last show. What is happening is that I kind of feel like I need to take a break from the show. We've been doing it pretty much week in and week out, except for a couple of holidays and stuff for around 2 years now. And that's not even counting the other interviews and other live appearances that I've made on other channels and stuff like that, which, I love doing the lives. I love being interviewed. I love interviewing other channels and stuff. I just kind of need to, I think, step back a little bit, take a little time. I need to invest time in some other projects and stuff. And I want to come back with, like I said, Tom and I were talking about maybe doing a little pre-recorded show. I don't know what form this show will take in the future. It may be exactly the same. It may be a little bit different. I don't know, but I definitely want to just take a break, kind of retool some stuff, take a little time off, and then we'll come back. So it's not going to be forever that I'll be gone, but I'm not sure exactly how or when we're going to come back. And of course, go ahead, Tom.
I do have to clarify something though, RJ.
What's that?
Can you confirm? Because Junior told me the other day you wanted him to, when you come back with the new updated show, that you wanted him to do 5 minutes of pole dancing.
No, that was not the.
For $100 super chat, yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he totally misunderstood that.
Oh, good. If Junior doing a pole dance, I don't know about that.
I don't either. I don't even want to know about that.
I'm worried for the pole.
Exactly. I mean, it's hard to find a pole that's that sturdy. Yeah, and then you get OSHA involved and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. So, okay. Thanks for confirming that for me.
Yeah, so that's pretty much.
I was kind of concerned.
That's pretty much what's going on. So like I said, things change, and we're gonna maybe have a little bit of change here. That's all. So, but I do very much appreciate everyone on the panel. I appreciate everyone on the chat. I appreciate everybody that's invested their time with us, because it's the one thing that everybody has. You can invest your time any way you want to, and the fact that you chose to invest it with us, we very much appreciate that. So thank you all for that. All right, who's ready for a giveaway? We got 50 people in the chat. I think we're probably about ready for a giveaway. So,
Elondo, if you're gonna wear a Texas hat, you gotta tip it.
Well, he does need a lesson, Cal. So go ahead and get him fixed up. Yep, Pens and Pen Blades is going to provide a Rough Rider large stockman with the yellow composite covers and carbon steel. So thank you very much, Jonathan, for that. So we're going to play the good old Price is Right game. So we're going to what we're going to do is we're going to select a number. We're going to our range of numbers is going to be between 100 and 400. And so when Tom is ready, we'll put up a start. I've got hold on, before you put start, let me write down the number.
Okay.
quick. Let me get a piece of paper. So don't do any guesses yet. I gotta go grab a pen too. I wasn't prepared.
Hey, Jonathan, can I proxy for anybody in the chat?
Yeah, pens and pen blades. Jonathan, hello, hello. Earth to Jonathan, Earth to Jonathan.
You could be typing.
He says yes.
Okay.
All right, came back with a pen. Let me write down a number. So our range is going to be between 100 to 400, 100 to 400. Okay, I have a number. I'm going to.
100 to 400. Is it closest without going over, or can you
It's
go
going to
over?
be just like Big Red's rules. Yep, we're going to go closest without going over. One guess only. U.S.
And
address
he,
only.
Andrew did say that you can put a proxy in.
Yep,
Okay.
and proxies are allowed. That's for sure. And,
So let me know when to hit start.
whenever you're ready, Tom and Cheeto. Elondo got that hat from TK. So
Yeah.
there
Okay.
you go.
John gave it to me. Yeah.
Yep.
I just
So.
typed in start.
All right. So he put in start. So you guys can go ahead and start putting in your numbers, and we'll go ahead and look at that.
Good luck, everybody.
Yep. Good luck, and we'll let this go for a little while. So remember, one guess only, closest without going over.
Oh man,
I know. Always something.
I didn't have the right hat on.
I'd ask you how many hats you have, Tom, but
How
I'm
does he
almost
wear
embarrassed
his?
to
Like
find out.
that? Or I can't remember. Is it just straight on?
I think just straight on. I don't know.
This
I
is an
guess-
honor of you here, Jonathan. Yeah. Pens and pen blades.
The
Oh,
ball's
okay.
missing from the top, though. You don't have the ball.
I don't.
Yeah, we keep razor blades in those over here. So. In the brim, for some
I
reason.
have a few hats.
Just a few.
Just a few.
Yep, this is hat day. That's for sure. Yes,
Oh.
I did. I did mention U.S. only.
U.S. only.
Yep, U.S. only unless you have a proxy. Jonathan complimented you on your hat, Tom.
Oh, great. Oh, he did.
He's going to sell us all a newspaper soon.
He did.
I used to have another one in this style, and I don't know where it's at. Junior probably ran off with it.
He probably did. He's probably wearing it as a disguise when he goes down to Terry's.
Yeah, probably.
So if you see him that way, Harold, be sure to warn Terry that he's coming.
Will do.
Yeah, he wondered if Arkansas was next to Georgia. I don't know why he would ask that.
Probably he's going to stop off at Harold's, try to get a sandwich or something.
Give him a sandwich and then send him on his way, Harold.
Yep.
We can do that.
Just don't give him a cold biscuit. He don't like cold biscuits.
Junior don't like no cold biscuit.
All right. Well, I think the numbers have kind of stopped going in. So this will be a last call. Anybody else that didn't put in their number?
Let me know when to hit the stop.
Yeah, go ahead and put up a stop.
Okay, we're stopped.
All right. So the number that I wrote down is right here. It is 310. 310 is the number. I saw Gary had a 308. You guys help me scroll through these and see if he's the closest, or
Be the 308.
he had 308. I see a 336 and a 337.
I'm having difficulty.
No problems.
I see no chat.
It looks like Last Ranger is
Yeah, looks.
without going over.
Yep, it does. It appears so. Okay, well, Gary, the Last Ranger, he has won. So very cool. All right, and Gary was he was the first co-host that I had on this show. If you go all the way back, Gary did the first few shows with me, and so Gary, I'm so glad that you won this because you're a good friend. So awesome.
Congratulations.
Yep. So Jonathan, if you need to get in contact with him, let me know if you don't have his information. I think I might have his address, but I'll get you his email so you can definitely contact him. Yep. Congratulations, Gary. It's nice to see someone who's been with the show for a long time be a winner. All right, Alondo, are you ready to continue on this nice festive?
This is a capuchado made by Fontenil Pateau.
Easy for you to say.
Well, I can see France from on top of a mountain from where I live, so it's not that far. I can throw a rock at it, almost.
Isn't that what you guys do for a hobby? Throw rocks at France?
No, the Welsh and the French are like really good mates. Like, yeah. It's got the guillochage along the spine. That. And on the inside, and on the liners on the inside as well.
Wow.
That's firework.
Yeah, this is in RWL 34. It's got what they call a lamouche. It's an open part of the spring here. You see it? Yeah, it means it's the open part of the spring. And they decorate it. This one's got a shamrock. And it's got a tiger's eye semi-precious stone inlaid in it. And then, so Fontenil Pateau do everything by hand. And then they have about 15 cutlers in the city of Thiers, which is the capital of cutlery in France. And this one was made by Alex Touya. And then, and that's poplar burl, stabilized poplar burl handle.
That's gorgeous. It's even got a tiger eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
You could get a tiger's eye with tiger wood as well. So.
Oh.
There you go.
Shameless plug.
This next one is a laguiole. This is briar wood. Of course, this is probably one of the most famous knife patterns from France.
Beautiful one.
The Opinel, yeah. And this has also got the filework at the back, and then the B on the lamouche. Yeah.
So on that, the one that had the shamrock, there's a question in the chat. They want to know if that actually was a lock or if that was just decorative.
No, it's decorative. It used to be part of the mechanism in the early 19th century. So on the early knives coming out of France, you used to have to pinch it, pull it up to be able to close the knife, but not anymore. They're all slip joints.
Yeah, okay.
It's just an exposed part of the spring. Yeah. And then each person who works here these are all assembled by one person by hand as well, but the parts are, some of the parts are machine made, but they're all made in the town of Lagiol. And the cutlery industry died there at the end of the First World War, and then it was revived by a few companies in 1985, and they wanted to make them properly, like by hand. Yeah, and this is the only UK legal one they do, because they're normally quite large knives actually, and they were originally shepherd's knives. So this pattern came about in 1829, yeah. And then the lamouche usually had a fleur de lis, a clamshell, which was something that was often sold to pilgrims, and then a shamrock as well. So that's the traditional lamouche on a lagiol, and they only started putting a proper lamouche on them around 1870, because they were basically work knives for shepherds before then, and they weren't fancy at all. And then Jean Camel in 1908 started putting the fly on the bee on the lamouche. Lamouche means fly in French. That's why there's a confusion, but it is a bee. And Jean Camel was like a fourth generation cutler. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So I have the great-grandfather to the Opinel. This is a Nontronese. Nontron, this is from the Périgord region in France. And this knife pattern goes back to the Middle Ages that they know of. It probably dates earlier than that. And it's a ferrule, turning ferrule, so you just turn that over to lock it. And they have these in a number of patterns. They have with the different handle towards the end. And these are done on a lathe. The handles are on a lathe and they're very comfortable. And this is a number 25 pattern. And it's got ebony handle, aluminium sort of inserts in between, and olive wood. Back there. Yeah.
And alliwadium?
Olive wood and aluminum. And okay. Yeah. So this is a knife pattern that's been made for over 1,000 years as well. And the oldest knife patterns in Europe are all friction-based folders. Yeah. And this is it's tradition to be given one of these when you reach a certain age in the Périgord region, that you're given one of these as a birthday gift. When you reach sort of like between the ages of 13 and 16, that you're given one of these as a gift. Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's so they have different shapes to the back. They have a carp tail, they have a clog, they have a ball end, and they have a ferrule. And they also have a few models which have different patternization along the lathe. So you have something that looks a bit like a candelabra that they call the dragonfly. Yeah. So this is the original Opinel, I suppose. It predates the Opinel by hundreds of years. Yeah.
Yeah, because Opinel started in the 1890s. Is that right? Or was it
Yeah.
more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Awesome stuff.
Right, that's me.
Were you asking him something, Kaylin?
No, I said awesome stuff.
Yeah, it is. Good stuff.
All right.
Very.
Well, we'll put you up there, Kaylin, and let's see what you got.
hard to see now, so bear with me. Got a Japanese-made Lakota walkback. And I am not, I think, well, actually, I do know what steel it is. This is 8A high carbon. And it's probably one of the sharpest knives I've ever come across, just out of the box. Hair popping razor right there. Really cool knife though. I believe it's from 2000, if I'm not mistaken. At the box. But I
Nice.
thought it was a pretty cool design. It's definitely different. Has a different look when it's closed as well than what you usually see. And it comes in this pretty cool little sheath as well, which is also pretty small. But little belt sheath.
Yeah, very unique.
Is that Japanese buck 112?
Of sorts, definitely. Really cool knife. It says Lakota Falcon, U.S. patent. And on the back, it's got Moki, Japan. Kind of dig it though.
You know, what's funny is the shape of that handle. If it was a little bit straighter, it'd be like that one that Elon showed earlier.
Oh, did I miss that one?
I think you did. It was
You can watch it back, Killen, don't you?
I'll have to. Absolutely.
maybe if you ask him nice in Texan, he'll show that again.
I'm fixing to get to it.
I appreciate it. Here is a pretty cool knife. This is in my opinion, I'm not 100% on it, but I do believe this is a Queen-made K-bar.
Nice.
And on the main blade there, you got K-bar in Olean, New York, which is standard for your K-bar knives. And it is also the exact copy of a Case saddle horn. Don't know what relevance that is, but
well, it could be Case, because the way you can find out, or at least what I've seen online, is that if you look at what Queen had in their line and what Case had in their line, if K-Bar has a knife and it's exactly like one of the ones they had, I would say that's probably a Case. Looking especially at that, but that's what I'm thinking, is that that was a Case.
Kitty Ute cutlery.
Yep, there you go. Well, then I stand corrected.
I thought the same thing, until I looked at the back here and it's got Kitty Ute cutlery on it. So your guess is as good as mine still. So I'm not.
No,
100%.
it very well could be.
But it's an exact copy of a Case saddle horn, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Polished back screens, everything like a Case or a Queen. So here's a really cool one. This is one that Brother Terry would be digging on, and Elon might think it's pretty cool as well. This is I want to get it right here, Rogers Wolstenholme Parker Frost gunboat in red bone.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't see very many of those.
Yeah, it's got Parker Frost there on the main blade, and then you turn around on the back on the main blade. What do we got? Rogers, Wolstenholme, England. There. And if I had to guess, that Schrade had something to do with this as well, because it's from the exact same years, and it could not be. It could just be a coincidence. But the red bone and the jigging, the die, I mean, it's identical to the Schrade Heritage series I have from basically the same years. So, thought it was pretty cool. This is my first gunboat.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I have yet to get one of those.
Kalen just keeps adding to my shopping list, like on my wish list.
Well,
It's just getting longer and
the
longer
hard
every
part,
time he
though,
shows something.
when you have Kalen on the show is having to follow him is like, you don't have anything that's as good as what he's got. So.
No.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Here is a pretty cool one. This is a second generation, 1991 to be exact, Fighting Rooster International Cutlery Club. I don't know exactly how many were made, but this one is 137, and she is instead. And this is a toothpick with a pin blade. How about that?
Yeah, that's kind of different.
You don't see any toothpicks with pin blades, and it's a large toothpick. It's not the extra large. They do make a larger one than this. But it did have some really beautiful sag on it. And she's pretty wide for a knife as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just for a two-bladed knife, it's fairly wide. Great snap. Maybe not so much on the main blade, but it is a large blade. They don't always have the most snap. Sometimes they do. I've come across a few. I'll show one more real quick and
Sure.
pass on. This one's really cool. Actually, I'm going to save that one. Actually, no, we're going to do it.
Okay.
Here's a vintage. Tom, you'll like this one. I might have showed this one last time. I can't honestly remember, but I don't believe you were here when I showed it. This is a bone-handled green bone Cutmaster in mint condition.
Very nice. Not a lot of them in bone.
I saw this thing on eBay for $49 and like no watchers, and I was like, couldn't get there quick enough.
Yeah,
Isn't that cool though? I mean, it's just
it is. Yeah.
The blade combinations on that is brilliant as well.
Yeah. It's a very, very light spade blade there. Not a whole lot of character to it, which is not bad looking in my opinion. Great snap on this. Excellent standard long pull there. Beautiful swedge. Mirror polish is just ridiculous. Cutmaster.
Very nice.
All righty, I'll pass it.
Yeah, those knives are out there. You just gotta look for those deals.
Yes.
Only Kalen finds them for some reason.
Yeah, have you noticed that? It's almost like he has insider trading knowledge or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
No. I just wake up and I turn my phone on and I just hit a button and then there she goes.
He's just eBaying away. Oh, all right. Well, Jesse McJames had asked about some Puko knives. I don't have an actual Puko, but I have some that are from the same area, I guess. This is a J. Martini. This is a little fish knife that they sell. It's got the nice wooden handle, and this has been a very useful knife. I use this actually a lot in the kitchen, but you can see it has a J. Martini on it, and it's gotten a little bit of a patina. And then I have one of the Mora number 2 knives, which has the wooden handle, and the red wooden handle is a lot more traditional than like the new Mora companion knives. And I actually prefer this. I just think it has a whole another character, kind of a classier knife, more classic to me. And I think that's what they call it, is the classic. But yeah, this is the number 2. And this has the carbon steel. So really, really neat knives. That's for sure. So there you go. That's as close as I can get you to a Puko today, Jesse. And I'll go ahead and turn it over to Tom. Hey, Target Steel, I see he's here.
Okay.
New hat, I see.
Yeah, different hat.
A man of many chapeaus.
Yeah. So I've got just very similar to yours there, RJ, Rapala, which are made by J. Martini in Finland. And this is out of their classic wood series. This is the old traditional brass. They, I think it's called a small hunting knife, but it's kind of like a very short fillet knife, really. But I just love this big, thick handle on it. You can really get a good grip on that. And I always thought for somebody that has problems gripping or, you know, has arthritis and this and that, that these kind of knives are really good because they're nice and full here. So you can really get a good grip on it very easily. But yeah, these are pretty cool knives.
Yeah, they are. And they're not that expensive either.
No,
and they
they're not.
are really good.
This one coming from the classic series, I think the MSRP was like $32 or $33, but I found a local store had them on clearance and I got it for like $20. So, but people always point out that's so you can button the sheath to your shirt if you wanted to, just have it hanging there. So
Yep.
something kind of cool. Let's see. Let's go back to Japan. My first tactical knife. My first modern knife I ever bought. This is a Jackie Collins designed Speedster made by Meyer Co. out of Seki, Japan. And it's a pretty cool knife. I really like that. I've carried this a lot and used it an awful lot. Of course, my uniform pants always had cargo pockets on it with a little pocket on the inside, so this thing would fit right down in there. Kind of put my attempt at a lanyard on here, nice and long. It was easy to get a hold of and pull out. So yeah, Seki, Japan.
Nice.
They make some great stuff in that city in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
A really good quality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We did have a comment about Ronald said he loves the knives of the far north. Check out Ray at North Star Knife Review. He has a whole series on knives that are from the far north and Northern Europe and stuff. Really excellent stuff. I learned a lot from watching it. So definitely check out Ray.
He's our resident expert on those knives. Yep.
Absolutely.
North Star Knife Reviews.
Yep. So definitely check him out for sure. All right, Harold, are you ready, sir?
Oh yeah. We will switch gears and go into Zollingen, Germany. And we have a good old anchor knife here from Otter Messer. Carbon steel blade. And we have, I believe this is smoked oak on the handles. That's what they call it. Smoked oak, and has the inlaid little brass anchor. A lot of people just call these the anchor knives, sailor's knife, rigging knife. They were, of course, made real famous on ships for cutting rigging and roping is where they kind of came into prominence. This blade shape was really conducive to cutting nets and cutting ropes on the big ships. But yeah, just a good little slip joint, no half stop, but good snap. And one thing I always like about these, you were just talking about people with arthritic hands and poor grip, which I'm part of that fraternity. It's a good pinchable knife. You've got all this meat up here that you can just simply go in there, easy open, easy to get out, make your cut. I put a little leather lanyard on mine with a little wood bead to go in and out of my sheath slip that I carry it in. But yeah, Otter Messer, Zollingen, Germany. And I'll show one more from Zollingen. And this is a little Puma 4-star. And we have this stainless steel, and we have, I don't know how good that'll come in, the little Puma logo right here. I'm assuming that is brass. And we have on here the writings, 4-star, Zollingen, Germany, Puma stainless, German stainless actually, but just a little small. What is this? This is a real small knife. Closed, it would be 2 3/4. So definitely a little gentlemanly pocket dropper. And it is a lockback. So right back here on the tail, locks up. Again, really pinchable. A lot of meat there to get. And I got this as a gift. I forget who gave that to me, but they got it monogrammed, got a HT on there. And someone knew I was a knife guy and bought that for me as I drop it, my gift. But got that for a gift. But yeah, Zollingen, Germany, and that is Puma.
Very nice. It looks like it could handle the fall.
Yeah, it no shield came out or anything, so we're good.
That's it. All right, Andrew, what do we got there? Something from down under or what?
Okay, mate. Actually, I do not have
And by
Australian or New Zealand knives, but you know,
something to aspire.
yeah. So let's go back to China real quick because Jonathan Pins of Pin Blades did a giveaway. He gifted me this Rough Rider Barlow. This is the Tiger Stripe. Very nice gift from Jonathan. It's very cool Barlow. I did not have in my collection. You can see the Tiger Stripe jigging there. I thought about kind of buffing a little bit on the stripes so they lighten up and it's darker lines in between. I will get to that eventually. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Awesome Barlow with the elongated bolster. Great snap and half stops on this one. Better get my finger out of the way. Great fit and finish. Fantastic. Rough Rider does a really fantastic, unique Barlow for sure. And off to Sheffield, England. Let's show they call this the Peacher, Arthur Wright and Son, and Buffalo Horn. I really like how they polished the blade on this one. I got it from James and Company. Fantastic. I've thought about getting a few more of these. I really like the snap on this, the pull. Fantastic. Kind of, this would be considered more of a pruning knife. The Hawkbill and Rosewood. Also, Arthur Wright, Sheffield, England. I like how the Rosewood is darker on one side than the other. And this wouldn't be considered a pruner. I don't know if they're considered a whittler. The Ettrick.
Yeah, it was the Ettrick was originally designed to game. It's a curb game.
It's a combat knife if I ever seen one.
So like a Skinner knife.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
game,
pretty small. That's little.
It is.
Yeah, for like guinea fowl and pheasants and things like that. Yeah.
Nice sway back.
Or the guinea pig.
There you go. Really glad I got this one. Been wanting one for a while. Great snap. It's interesting how the handle's way longer than the blade, but you know, my Arthur Wright and Son collection is expanding. They're probably one of my favorite brands from Sheffield, England, but yet I don't have others to compare it to. So I do need to get a couple of Taylor Eyewitnesses and maybe a Michael May someday.
Oh, you know who to call.
Just saying, right? Just
Yeah,
saying.
just yeah.
My comment should make more sense now.
Uh,
Oh, you're
I
gonna have to repeat the comment for me,
didn't
Caleb.
see your comment, Kaylin. I'm sorry.
I said my comments will make more sense now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm confused, but okay, not a problem. Alondo, did you have something?
Oh yeah, I'm still on French now.
Yeah, another Frenchie. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Oh no, yeah, a few. This is a mini morta by Jean-Henri Pagnon. So a morta is a region in France, but it's like most of it's a nature reserve because it's like marshland. And he's quite eccentric. He goes out and collects bogwood himself with like an A-frame crane and treats the wood himself. So this is a bogwood handle, it's about 5,000-year-old bogwood, which is the earliest stages of fossilization. And then it's got mammoth ivory inlays, those 3 dots there. And this is like a sage leaf blade. You see, and he makes these in 3 sizes. And then he's doing the fell look at the back on that one as well.
That's nice.
Yeah, this is a really good knife. Like, look how thick the line is on this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a proper work knife.
that's solid.
Yeah. On next to this is a Thiers knife made by Chambriard. They're a small family that so they have a cutlery shop in Thiers, in the capital of cutlery, and in the back, the father and the sons make these. So this is a compact. It's in juniper wood, so it smells of peppers or pepper. Yeah. And their father co-created this pattern in 1994 to bring up the standards in Thiers. So they didn't have a pattern for the town, the city. And then they came up with this, and he was the head of the guild. So they formed a guild, the Thiers Guild, and he was head of the guild between 2009 and 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And there's a file look on the back of this as well. And these are superb. Really, really superb. 14C28N. Costs as much as a case knife. A mid-range case knife. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, it's worth it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The next one is a Sauveterre. So this has a funny story. So Sauveterre used to be a town that was in competition with Thiers in the 19th century, but it fell away. The cutlery making fell away in the town. And in 1998, there was a very, very popular French TV show about a woman who left Paris and went back to her family business of running a cutlery company in Sauveterre, and it was very, very popular. And through that, a man named Guy Vialli reignited cutlery making in the town. And they've been making this pattern. This is actually very similar to a cross between a laguiole and a what they would call Isanjo pattern. So it's very similar to those. So if you look at this has got an Isanjo handle. It's meant to look like a little beaked chicken. And sometimes they let the back spring out here, so it looks more like a cockerel.
I can see it.
Yeah, and then so they've got the emblem of the town as a sage tree on the on the flag of the town, and then so they put a sage leaf there in the lamouche, and it's snakewood. It's made got a snakewood handle.
So then they call that feature a lamouche, even it may not be an actual lamouche.
Oh no, it is a lamouche. It is a lamouche. Yeah, if you can see it, it's just a shallower lamouche to the usual. Yeah, it's just common to have them on all French knives. It's just like it's more an aesthetic thing,
Right?
Really. Yeah, it's an aesthetic thing. And then this one is a Dory Chastel, and this is the Pionnier olive wood handle.
Why do all the French knives look like great shanking knives? Very pokey, stabby.
Well, they're renowned for taking people's heads off. They invented the guillotine because the blades kept getting blunt. So, yeah. And they do this in a number of handle materials. You can get one in stag, which I think Harold should be on the chase after, to be honest. So this is exactly 3 inches blade length, but it's got a full 4-inch handle.
And the words that are on the blade, is that stamped in there, or is that an etch?
Oh, everything's stamped. They don't do etching.
Yeah. Okay.
If they etch, people get angry with them if they started etching.
I get angry at etching too.
Yeah, because
we
it just wears off.
I prefer stamps myself.
Otter do it with their logo, and it annoys me. And they should stamp their otter on their knives as well. What else have I got? I'll move to. There we go. I'll finish my French knives off. The classic Opinel. This is number 6, which is far more pocketable, in my opinion, than the number 8. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, classic knife. Everybody loves it. I love it that much. That's how much I love it. I use it that much. I can just get another one when it's gone. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that was unexpected, but hey, that's what happens on a live show. And things are going to get rough. Caitlin put on a helmet. So there you go. Built for speed and ventilation.
That's right. Safety first, everybody. All righty. We're gonna move in back into America over here. Going back to K-Bar. Got a 1981 shout out to Randy's WSG. Knife Collectors, what do we got? Knife Collectors Club, not association. Stag handled Coke bottle.
Oh, nice.
And got the numbers on it. I don't know what they mean, but I do like the knife.
I wish they'd bring back the large Coke bottle.
Yeah, I actually don't mind the one that has the standard bolster there,
Instead of the copperhead, yeah.
Exactly. I like both of them, but yeah, like I said, they both tickle me. So this one's pretty cool. You don't see these every day. This is a brown Jig Delrin rust lock.
Good old rust lock.
In brown Jig Delrin with the satin finish on the blade there.
I don't think I've ever seen the brown Delrin.
Yeah, she's a rare one, but I thought it was pretty cool.
You know what year that is? That 90s?
I sure do. This is a 2002. 2002.
And what are your feelings about the rust lock? Because it seems to be a very polarizing pattern. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
It's grown on me. I can see the issues with it, but at the end of the day, they're very well put together knives. This is probably not the best example to show right down the center, but they're just put together well, in my opinion. Standard single. You can open it with one hand, which is handy. If you've got enough, if you've got enough horsepower in your thumb, that is. Some of them are kind of sticky as far as the spring goes. This one is actually in I think it's midnight black. I can't remember. But
yeah, would you say that's the original front flipper?
Yeah, you could say that. Of course, I don't know. I don't know when the first one came out, so I do like opening them with one hand, though. It is a chore. It is a chore. I will say that. But once you can do it, it's worth it. Here is a white smooth bone from 2001. Picked this one up because it matches my grandfather's knife from 2000, the 6318 in natural bone. See if I can. I think this might have been the stiff one. Let's see if I can get this one. Nope, I can get that one too. This, 2001, and I got one more here. I really like this one. I do. I like the synthetic handle, and I like the way it looks.
Yeah, that's cool.
This one is right down the center.
What was that pattern called? Do you know, or what that covers?
This is the stiff one. I don't. I know it's similar to the candy cane, but I don't think this is the candy cane. To be honest with you, it's almost like a Tila Sunrise, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me kind of. It's not quite, but kind of a. If you took part of a one of those Mexican blanket patterns,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Which that I always thought that was a good look.
Yeah.
Myself, but.
And it looks like we still have enough time for another round, so I'll stop it there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let me bring this up. There we go. All right. Well, I thought I would show some Boker knives. You know, so this is my single-bladed trapper. This has the grenadille wood on it, and this one has the liner lock on it with that acid washed blade. So very cool knife. I really like this. Really quickly, the beer barrel trapper, and this one also has the acid washed blades on it. A very cool knife. One that Zach had a hand in designing. You could hear that snap on that. It's got great snap on both blades, you know, but very cool. That made out of old beer barrels. Yeah, so we have that, and then a knife that I like to carry. This is the Copper Atlas, and you can see it's getting a nice patina on it. And I think these are just a really handy little blade. I believe these are 12C27, if I remember right. Yes, 12C27. But I just think that they look really awesome. It's just a really nice knife, and I really love the patina that the copper is getting. It's just quite nice. So if you like a nice thin sodbuster style knife, you know, the pocket clip is removable if you wanted to take it off, but definitely a fine knife. All right, and that'll be it for me for that one.
All right.
Tom, you ready?
I am. Since Kalen broke out a rust lock, I thought I would too.
Hey.
There's my one rust lock. Of course, you know why I bought that one. It's sealed. So I can sometimes get it open one-handed. Kind of a two-step. Well, see, I was just opening it. Now the camera's on and I can't do it.
Right. That's always
anyway. Almost dropped it. That's a tight one. It is tight.
They're tricky.
But
sometimes.
anyway, the history behind this, it's a rust lock because it was designed in honor of Russell Case. And the reason you have this here is because, like a lot of cutlerers, they got their start doing razors, straight edge
Yep.
razors.
That's
So
right.
that's a throwback to a straight edge razor. That's what that's for. But I call it the Woody Woodpecker knife.
Yep.
So I only have one of those. Back to the Puko style knives, although I think Jesse just left. Here's one that Ray from North Star Knife Reviews made for me and sent to me. He buys the Mora blanks and then he makes the handles.
Oh man, that's cool.
And I'm trying to remember, I think it's ebony and walnut and cherry or something. I can't remember.
I really like that.
3 different types of wood there. Just a beautiful knife. I love the handle. I love how it flares out at the end. So, you know, boy, you really get a super grip on that.
That's cool.
It is a very cool knife. Sharp. Oh my goodness, is it sharp. And I'll go one more here. We'll go to Germany here. And another knife from my childhood. This is an Edge brand. Made in Solingen, Germany. It is Stag. It's the model 461. And Edge brand, that was an import brand. I can't remember the name of the company, but they had like 3 different levels. And the Edge brand was like the mid-tier as far as quality and such. So, yep. Thought I was Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett all rolled up into one when I got this knife.
You still are. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been too. I'd have been thinking the same thing.
Yep. Did a lot of things with this knife you're never supposed to do, probably, but had fun with it.
It's one of those things that I'm glad we grew up like we did without video evidence of everything we've ever done.
Absolutely.
Somebody's got it, I guarantee.
No, we didn't have all the videos back then.
Watch out, boys.
Yeah, we probably do have stuff that's out there. Okay. All right, Harold, you ready?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll do one from a country that has not been represented yet. This is an Okapi brand out of South Africa. A lot of you guys know the Okapi knife that kind of has the, I call it like the ratcheting action on it, has the little pull string. But this is actually from the same company. This is an Okapi also, and it is a carbon steel half stop bearing slip joint.
Very nice.
Yep, it has a kind of just a folded over metal, kind of turquoise folded over metal. Covers this guy. Has some more of the same, really. It's really they didn't do a whole lot. It's a definitely budget knife. They didn't do a whole lot of fancy stuff on there, but they do have some. They do have some beds on this, but this is just like folded metal. But really nice, really nice carbon steel spear point blade on here. As you see, I have got a nice grandpa's, one of those nice gray patinas on here. I call them the grandpa patina. And nice half stops. See this going into full open. That is stiff. Nice snap. Nice snap. Nice solid wall there on the half stop, and good slip joint. Like I said, it's kind of a little rudimentary materials, but again, carbon steel with half stops, and it definitely cuts. So, wanted to get a little South Africa flavor in here for us today. That's one that hadn't been represented, but Okapi brand slip joint.
Nice. Got a little bail too.
Yeah, little bail. Pretty cool. And I'll pass it on.
Now we're going full moto.
Yeah, we've got Arton Sen now right there.
Well, it's my firm belief that Arai makes the best helmets in the world. They're all handmade in Japan. I specifically picked my yellow Delrin for Randy. This is my old Tired Tiger Honda moto helmet. It's since been retired because it's old, but I do have a gift. This is Parker cutlery from Japan. Very simple Japanese style knife. I believe it's my only Japanese knife so far, which is unfortunate because a lot of fantastic knives come out of Japan.
I'm a bit surprised there, Andrew.
Yeah, don't you have a Higa Nakami?
I do have a lot of Chinese knives and a lot of case knives.
Oh no, I'm just surprised. That's all.
Yeah,
Nothing bad. Just surprised.
There's a lot of good Parkers out there and a lot of good Japanese made knives. I do have a Taiwan made SOG, but that's about it. Yep.
Oh, there's so many brands that I don't have that I'd like to.
Is this the last round, RJ? Or
Yeah, pretty much.
oh, okay, right. I'm just gonna throw everything at the wall.
So you can either show everything you got, or just that one
Tom,
or two really.
What's that, Tom? What's that behind you there? Right behind
Where?
you. Just behind you there. No, turn on. Look, just look.
The camera's not picking it up.
Right. Okay. We'll move on to the next one.
Tom, they pulled a fast one on you.
Oh, okay.
This is a Barlow made in Zollingen, Germany. It's a bow cut. Grenadil handle.
Absolutely.
This is should I just put that up, shall I? Shameless plug, shall I? This is a Dan from Blade Bridge Customs. Alox 1. He's acid washed the blade. Put
Nice.
go faster holes on the handle. And he has done file work on the backspring there.
That's cool as heck.
Lion Steel Warhorse from Italy.
Dude.
We have that one.
Double-bladed Barlow with the Warncliffe and
Yep.
clip point. Yeah, ram's-horn handle. Titanium liners and bolsters. M390 blade steel. Superb little knife.
I have the one in olive wood.
Very nice, very nice. Ashley Harrison, spear point. With the firework.
Goodness.
Spalted birch handle. The one I've been carrying. A Michael May Barlow. Also with the firework. Ebony handle, turquoise collar, and brass bolster. Very nice knife.
Goes together.
Ottomessa Bergman. It's got copper pins, carbon fiber and copper bolsters, ebony handle. What else have we got? The one that Kaelin missed earlier.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's cool as heck.
There you go.
Yeah, and show them why it's called that with the.
Oh, yeah.
handle,
So
yeah.
it's Kapusan handle. Kapusan is a traditional fiction folder, and it's basically meant to be like a hooded capuchin monk in the back of the
Okay.
handle. There.
And
Yeah.
not like a chicken.
No,
It's not like a chicken. Yep.
no. I've already showed the one like a chicken.
Yeah.
Single bladed trapper made by Andy Fannin in America with linen micarta handles, 154 cm blade steel. Superb knife.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, like a superb maker over there. Obviously, one day I'll be showing a Kaelin.
Yeah,
Is that Kaelin? Yeah.
that's very Tony Bose-esque. I like it.
Top of the list. Right. Yeah, very nice.
Absolutely.
And then something Chinese, like 50% of my face. A QSP hedgehog in titanium, jig titanium handle, M390 blade steel, traditional pocket knives exclusive.
Very iconic.
Yeah.
I'm not even into moderns, and I knew what that was.
Okay. Yeah. What else do I have? Oh, that's it. I've run out now. I can show slips from people in the community. Otherwise, that's about it. I'll just show them really quickly. Randy slips. Go buy them. They're $20.
Randy's the man on slip.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah. Look at this one. Can't remember Cabal on that one. Right. And then also Griff in the UK, MJ Hoods. He makes slips as well. He does falconry hoods as a profession.
Nice.
There we go.
Great as well.
Very cool.
There you go.
All right, Kaelin, we're ready for you.
All righty. But are you really, though? Because, Andrew, I don't think they make the best helmets. I think Rubbermaid makes the best helmets.
I was
Now
not
that-
ready for that.
They don't stay on very well.
I was not ready for that.
I've had that on for a while now, and it was a trick. But got some pretty cool ones to end on, though. This is a 01 pattern from Case. This was, according to the numbers, now there was a 00 pattern, but this is a 01 right here. And it is a pen blade. This one is from 1965 to 1969 in red bone. And get her open there. You got a small pen blade. Then you got a smaller pen blade. Pretty cool though. Saw this on eBay. Picked it up for like $41, I think. Got a great deal on it. Couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, not bad.
Piece of history with the Case patterns that I didn't have that one, so I was glad to grab it. Got another pen knife here. This one's pretty cool. This is another Case. I believe this is a 65 to 69. This is a pinned mother of pearl pen knife, and this is the 53 pattern, or it might be the 053 pattern. I'll have to look here in a second. But another pen knife. This one come with a bail, which I thought was pretty cool. Everything intact on it, and she's mint, man. She's real mint. And that is 65 to 69 there. We got easy opens. Looks like on the pile side.
I really like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a gift from Tennessee Valley Knives. I was quite pleased and blown away by the gesture.
Don't give away your sources, Galen, or you'll be paying double.
It's okay. It's just gifts. They're just gifts. He still makes you pay. He still makes me pay. But what do we got here? This is really cool. Was glad to show this off. Ozarks boy 417 knives gave me an opportunity to purchase some knives from over in his neck of the woods, and this is a mint 1975 canoe in red bone.
Nice.
Super fortunate. Thank you, brother. Plus this little pin blade on it. Just a great knife. I've got a few of these from the 70s. Glad to grab one from 75. And it might be the nicest one in my collection now. So awesome. Not only did I have a chance to purchase that, but I was able to pick this up as well. This is a 1940 to 1964 Razor Barlow in red bone.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. They just flopped in my lap. I was blown away. Random email out of nowhere, and guys trying to sell me knives. Couldn't click on it fast enough.
If you get robbed, Kaylin, it wasn't me, okay?
I got you. And to finish it off, in honor of Brother Terry, who's not here today, this is a 1940 to 1964 faded green bone 47 pattern Stockman. Show that main blade off there real fast. 1940 to 64. Look at the finish on that.
That is nice.
Standard. Whoa. Well, that blade's out of place, ain't it? That's a spade blade. What could this blade be?
Oh, nice.
Punch.
Got a punch. 40 to 64 green bone, 47 with a punch.
Nice.
And we will wrap her up there. The only thing with this knife is I'm sure you can see that stress crack there from the bone breaking. Other than that, this knife is pretty mint as well. Great, insane snap. Thank you guys. Glad to have been a part of this show.
Oh, thank you, Kaylin, and I appreciate you being here. That's for sure.
I need a hat to tip down now.
Well, I'm sure you can find one there. You got several that are available, right? There you go. Got a different one.
Would you like to swap, Kaylin?
Wrong way.
Oh, the other way, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I learned it reversed a long time ago.
Yeah, Byron says the stress crack is from everyone looking at that one so hard, that 47. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Amen to that.
Well, in case you guys missed it, we are going to go on hiatus for a little bit, figure out what we're going to do with this show and everything. I, again, appreciate everyone that's been a part of it. I so appreciate all the channels that have been on it since the beginning. I don't even want to name names because I'm sure I'd forget somebody. But I appreciate everyone that's ever come on this show, everyone that's ever watched it. Just thank you so much for giving me part of your time, giving me your support. Everybody that's on the panel, subscribing to their channels, watching their videos, giving them support also. We can't thank you all enough. We will come back at some point, maybe in this format, maybe a little bit different. I don't know. We're going to definitely see how that all plays out. We'll see. But yeah, definitely, I need to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll just continue on. That's the way it is. All right, guys. I guess if anybody has any last words.
Absolutely.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm
All
banned
right.
from coming back on again.
So,
So,
Elon, thank you for coming on. It's was very entertaining.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
we did. We had a good time. Glad you were here. Glad you could be part of this. All right, guys. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Just catch us in our weekly videos because next week there won't be RJ's Lives. At least
Hey.
not this next one. Yes, sir.
Real quick, I know you're going to be back and everything, but if everybody in the out there in their homes wants to join in, let's give RJ a big round of applause.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Well,
Salute.
we will see you all soon. You guys take care and God bless.